So I just got my Christmas tree, and I guess I'm just trying to do some brainstorming, so I thought I would do it in a video. Um, yeah, so I have just been through a series of Christmas parties. Oh man. It started with the International Day at church, where I baked two pies, two pies. But you know, the thing about making a pie is the pie is fine, but it's all about the crust, and it's all about the topping of the crust. However you do the topping is the biggest and the longest process and the most artistic and articulate process. So what I did is, it being Canada's 150th birthday, I did um, maple leaves, and it was very hard to create these maple leaves, and I didn't even take a picture, and I didn't even get a chance to, like, they put as soon as you come in with the food, they just put the food out and it's gone in 5 minutes. Like, you don't even see it or even know that it was there. So it was kind of disappointing, anticlimactic to me. I did end up entering some of the stuff that I baked into the baking contest, which did not win because I made some sweetbread with a different type of recipe with coconut in it. I've never put coconut in sweetbread before, really. Like, all that coconut that recipe took up, and it actually made for a really dry kind of sweetbread. So it was good. Like, you had to take another piece. It's very scrumptious, but it was kind of dry. So anyways, other than that, I made a macaroni pie, which I put tomato flakes in, and it tasted just wonderful. And then I also had some stewed chicken, and I had cookies, and I had a Christmas tree cookie. It's like you kind of build it up with stars, and it goes really high. And also snowman cookies that had like a kiss as the hat and all types of little fancy things and a bunch of those snowmans. So after that came the Angela, what's her last name? Angela Pease, I think it is, Christmas concert, which was just amazing. I was also organizing my work party, and I had to go to the school party, I guess you can call it, the school. So I had the school party came first on the Wednesday. The church had a party, and I had to do the childcare for that, and I also want to be ready for that because you never know who you're going to meet. I thought that the party was going to be in the church, so I thought, okay, I have to be fancied up and ready and not look like, look like I'm coming off the street from drinking my bottle when they're having this nice party, right? So I was getting prepared for that. I was also trying to do my Christmas cards, and then also there was my work party that I was organizing. Making the reservations, all those stuff. Oh yes, and there was also, on the same night as the school party in the evening, was also the choir party. So I was double booked for a night. Kind of wasn't fun, kind of was fun. I'm glad that I got to go to all of these parties before my work party, so all the mistakes that they had made in their party, I got to fix up those things. You understand? Like, pay extra attention to those things to make sure that my party not end up like their party. So that really worked out. What else is there? Really just trying to deal with Divine's whole academic situation. I called a very special tutor about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago now. No, I had contacted him 4 weeks ago. I thought to myself, I'm never going to schedule this guy. I'm never actually going to get him. So when I had the money, I had the money, and I thought, okay, this is not going to happen. So I just used the money on rent and other things that I needed. And then he calls me. And I'm like, he's like, oh, I saw your email and da-da-da-da, blah, 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 ray-tay-tay. I was like, oh no, what am I going to do to get this money? I thought I would panhandle for the money, literally. Like, I made a sign. This is my sign. I just had it handy. I did not plan to even show this. I don't even know what I was going to be saying. I didn't make a script. It says, if you could help, I need 500 to get my 15-year-old math tutoring. Smart kid just needs help with this grade for his future. And thank you with a smile. So I tried that, and it was kind of scary because it's like, I'm trying to get hired right now, and if any employer sees me or anybody I know sees me, that could ruin my opportunity of getting hired at any of these daycares that I'm working at. So I'm standing in the subway, holding up the sign. I have to be honest, panhandling makes your heart beat out of your body. Like, it is intensely intimidating. Like, what I got up there, and I think I went for maybe about an hour, and in an hour's time I made $9. So I'm thinking to myself that, like, this doesn't work. I expected God to just get somebody to just give me the money one time, because I really did not want to be sending it. But it's like a full-time job. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you basically do the equivalent of a full-time job to be panhandling. It's really, it's hard to explain. You would have to try it sometime. I thought, that's the other thing too. I thought to myself, why don't I just try it? I've never tried panhandling. Why don't I just try it? Right? Everybody's got to try that once in their life. So, but yeah, let me tell you, it's scary. It's very nerve-wracking. You know, you gotta look into people's eyes, and you gotta, like, it's a whole mind trip. And you know, you get these little bit of pennies, and you get people just giving you the worst looks ever, and it's like, oh, and then you're there for an hour and you have $9.20. So that wasn't working for me. And I reached out to my uncle, and then I don't have a number for him, and he said he would call me, and I tried calling my aunts to get his number, but like, they didn't want to give it to me. And then I had it before, you know, I just didn't pay attention. I'm not that person who asks for money. And you know, I don't know why, like, you know, I have a big thing with this, because like, even, okay, so I'm going to go into a little rant about people not giving me their number, but I am the hardest person to contact in the world, possibly. I do not call anybody. I do not know how to use a phone. I do not like phones. I just have some kind of problem with putting a phone to my ear, and with pressing the numbers and putting the phone to my ear and saying hello. Okay, I have a problem with that. But anyways, so I was supposed to do the childcare, and then, you know, they said, oh, call your choir leader. Well, my choir leader purposely does not give me his number, because he thinks I'm actually going to call him. He doesn't even know me. So anyways, so I call my friend who has his number. She's like, oh, let me call him. I need to get in the building. Like, I'm late. I've been stuck in traffic for how long coming from work. We need to get the show on the road. So she calls him, and then she calls me back to say that, oh, he's coming. She's all off in Timbuktu anyways. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I even had to text a whole bunch of other people saying, I don't have his number, so I can't get in. So then after I watch the kids, whatnot, and then he's calling me again while I'm cleaning up, because we made a complete mess. When I say complete, I mean destroyed the place with arts and crafts and whatnot. And He's calling me, and he's calling me, and I missed the call because I'm cleaning, and then I missed the call again because I'm cleaning, and I try to call back, and it's like, welcome to the church privilege. He's calling from the church phone just so that I won't have his number. Listen to me, people. For my work party, the one thing my boss said is this girl is the hardest person to get a hold of. And everybody else, my friends who were there, the big joke around the table was like, don't even try to call Michelle. Don't even try to get a call. Just wait for her to call you. Like, that is me. And I really do not understand why people are trying to hide their phone number from me. Like, I'm the last person in the world you need to hide your phone number from. So anyways, you know, I'm not getting my Uncle Pat's number, and so getting money from, I was gonna get a loan, you know, to get this money, and you know, it just hasn't happened. So I do need to call Richard right now. He's like a famous tutor, and just apologize for not getting back to him, because like, and just explain to him that I didn't expect to get an appointment with him because, you know, he's a famous tutor. It's very hard to schedule him, and it's very hard to afford him, and I spent that money as he had called. And now I'm just racking my brain because these Christmas cards have been a bit of a nightmare for me, because I'm writing them out and then I lose them. I literally can't find them. My place is pretty much a mess, and it's pretty much a testament to a reflection of maybe my home or how I'm feeling or something like that, that I'm just losing my Christmas cards. I spend a good deal of time writing good messages for my Christmas cards, and losing my Christmas cards is losing a lot, because I feel like Christmas is a time for me, is a chance for me. Special events are a chance for me to say to people those meaningful things that I would not say on a regular basis, because you're just saying hi and bye, and you're keeping it simple you don't get to get deep. But I really love Christmas, and I love birthdays and stuff like that, because I can get deep with people and I can write to them, you know, the skills that I love about them, the things that just really impress me about them, the things that I hope for them, all of these things. So I take a lot of deep thought. I even study. I treat it. I think I overtreat it. I definitely overtreat the writing of my Christmas cards. And anybody who has received a card from me or a gift from me could probably tell you, yeah, I'm definitely. My Christmas cards are just, I don't know. I can't explain it. I do write the phenomenal letter. You know, I don't know how to explain it. The complicated, complex letter, complex, meaningful message. Very complex. Trust me. I have a lot of educational tidbits. I turn it into a piece of art. Who is one of my favorite writers who does stuff like that? Is her name Jan? She's a Canadian writer, and she plays with words a lot. She studies languages, and so obviously the language that I bring up is Old English, and I teach somebody something about that from that. And it's almost like a little sermon place about my relationship with that person. So that's what makes it really special. Yeah. So anyways, what else? Great tree. Excellent tree. Best, really good tree. I got a tree holder from Value Village that is priced right now at the Canadian Tire for $91 and some cents, and I got it for $4.99. And I saw the exact, when we went to go get a tree, I saw the exact same one there. It even has a sticker on it, practically brand new. So I'm just praying that this tree does not die on me. I know it won't, in the name of Jesus. I should probably pray over this tree, because I had 2 die on me last year, and it just turned completely brown before Christmas, and it was very depressing to me. I had to drag the entire tree back, take every single decoration off of it, and I went back and forth to that store in the freezing cold 3 times because first they said just bring the little paper from the tree and that will be okay. So I brought it, and then I picked up the new tree, and then they said, okay, we need you to bring back the old tree. So yeah, I had a lot of work to do. And then the other tree died right away after, like a week after, not even, and it wouldn't stand up, and we cut it, and we put string on it, and everything. It was just a nightmare. So, just praying that this is not going to be the nightmare. Again, what was really awesome about this is that we usually freeze our butts off getting trees, and it's really hard. We were going to get a wagon to make it a little easier, and I was really pacing out the trip, trying to plan that, okay, at this point we'll stop and have some hot chocolate, we'll stop here and have something to eat, we'll have something to eat before we go, because it is a really hard trip getting the tree. And this time Divine and Nicholas decided that they would be able to pick up the tree and go. We did eat before we went to go get the tree, so they had that protein or that carb boost or whatever. They weren't halfway, starving to death when they decided to pick up the tree. We went to a restaurant first, and then Nicholas's mom called him, and he had to get a bag of milk. So he wasn't able to go any further with us, and Divine picked up the tree and basically ran. I couldn't even keep up with him. All I was holding was a Christmas tree stand, and I was trying to run after him, and I couldn't even keep up with him running with the tree. So I recorded this already, but it got erased. Just my reaction to the fact that, it started at me taking Divine on a wagon, taking the tree home, me getting the tree by myself, then I was using this trolley, using cables and stuff like that to painstakingly drag the tree home, then with Divine and Nicholas taking them both on a wagon and bring home the tree with them, and now I just relax, and Divine is a teenager. He can pick up the tree and run, and when I get home, I'm going to come home and just see this beautiful tree, and I'm going to be the one surprised. So it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. I came after the fact, and I just saw this trail of pines, and I could smell it. Oh, I could smell the aroma. This tree is probably on the high list of being one of the best smelling trees I've ever had. The aroma is just amazing. I should definitely pray over this tree. So, and then I came in, and the tree was here, and then it was time to pay some rent, so back to business. But it was an amazing experience to not have to do all of the work, benefit of having a teenager around. So, and he's not as lazy as I thought he was. I was amazed to see him running with the tree, and I see also that I'm getting older. I used to lift Christmas trees all the time for Home Depot. I was the only delivery associate, and they would get deliveries of trees to all these different group homes and stuff like that around the city, and I had to carry every tree and put it on the skid and to get ready and wrap it up, get it ready for the truck. I used to lift a lot of heavy stuff, but I'm getting older now, so maybe lazier now, maybe. So anyways, Anna, can I get to you in 5 minutes, please? Can you give me 5 minutes, please? So yeah, really trying to get back into this whole school thing, get my motivation going, because as it is right now, I've pretty much dropped out of school. I've dropped out of school because I've mentally dropped out of school. I've mentally feel to myself like I can't do this. Like, this is just too much work, and I'm not interested in all this work. And not that I'm not interested in the work. Like, I am an academic. I love academics. Like, you cannot pull me away from just general study in general. But what they demand from me in school seems impossible right now. I feel like I can't do it. I can't climb that mountain. You know, it's like I'm looking at that mountain and I'm like, it looks like it would be great. It would be great to climb that mountain. But I just feel like I gotta turn away. Like I can't do it. But I know I can, because if there's one thing my mama taught me, that there's no such thing as can't, and can't is a bad word. I thought that can't was like saying the F word when I was a kid, and it probably is. You know, I just gotta try. I just gotta try. So hopefully I can get into studies tonight, because I'm totally just getting a fever thinking about going to school or doing schoolwork whatsoever. And, you know, it's one course away. One course away. And I want to give up here. It's just the stupidest, oddest thing to have this dilemma. Just 1 year or one course away, because if I want my psych degree, I can try for one more year, or um, just have the one course, right? So anyways, peace. It was a great party with my boss, and all the different parties I had. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'll come back with some New Year's resolutions. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.